Congress in the case of Levesque.
Good morning, folks. My name is Jason Levesque. I'm running for the U.S. House of Representatives from Maine 2nd Congressional District. You gotta forgive me, I'm not a career politician, I'm not used to microphones. Now, when I was a drill sergeant for 4 years with the U.S. Army Infantry, and we didn't have microphones. I didn't need it. So, it's a little bit different now. Some years have gone by and maybe I'm a little out of practice. First of all, let me tell you about myself. This is my county. I grew up in Androscoggin County. I grew up in Poland. Went to Poland Community School, every little high school. My family lives still to this day, all up and down Route 4. This is where my family lives. This is where I came back after my service in the military, after going to college in both West Virginia and University of Southern Maine. This is where home is. And this is why I'm running. It's because of my family, my neighbors, and my friends. And it's because we want to have the same opportunities for our children that we had, and our parents before us, or grandparents before us had before. Right now, our country is in jeopardy. Our future does not look so bright. And I can stand up here and tell y'all that, well, you know, it's doomsday and everything's going down and we're a second-rate country, so on and so forth. Yeah, I don't want to do that. What I want to do is I want to tell you what I believe in. I believe in America. I believe in Maine. I believe in the rights of the individual, personal freedoms and individual liberties. I believe that our economy can be great. And the only way for that to happen is for government to get out of the way. We can no longer believe that the government is going to answer all of our problems and be the knight on a white horse riding to the rescue all the time. It doesn't happen. Ronald Reagan said it best in 1980, government is not the solution, but rather the problem. We here in this room realize that. Unfortunately, the people in Augusta and the people in Washington don't. But if we start honoring the innovator, respecting the entrepreneur, incentivizing people to do well, and making sure they're properly rewarded, we will put Mainers back to work, we will have jobs, and we can raise our families. That's not happening right now. My opponent is a career politician. He's been there he's been in Washington for 7 years. He's been in Augusta for 22 years. I dare say he's not part of the solution, but he's part of the problem. And we will change that in November. I believe that our national defense should be strong, that we need to honor our men and women in uniform, that we need to make sure that we uphold an obligation that's sacred for them and to them, that they're properly funded. And when we send them into harm's way, they know what the mission is, they know how to execute the mission, and they know when they should come home. That's what we need to do as a country. That's our responsibility. But it doesn't matter. When they come home, we need to make sure after they hang up that uniform in their closet, like I did, that they're taken care of. If they have problems medically, psychologically, if they need help adjusting and getting back into the civilian world, that we support them. It's our obligation to our men and women to make sure they're fully supported from the time they swear allegiance to defend this Constitution until the time is there when they don't need our support anymore. I believe that this state can be great. I believe I'm that person that can do this. I know it's going to be a tough fight. This is something I've fought for a long time. I fought to grow up in Poland and to make a better life for myself, my family. And there's no better place for a scrapper than the U.S. Army. And I did that for 8 years. I came back and I started my own company here in Auburn. It's a marketing logistics firm. We've got about 40 employees, and they're all happy. Why? Well, because they have jobs and can take care of their families. And after I traveled all around this state for the past 9 months since we launched in June, I've realized that's what Mainers want. They want to take care of their families. Unfortunately, our elected officials aren't listening to them. Well, I'm listening now, and they're going to listen to us in November. So together, we can do this. We can bring proper representation back to Washington on behalf of Maine's 2nd District, but I can't do it myself. I need your help. I need you to stand up here with me at this podium and talk. I need to make sure that you're standing up with me along the campaign trail. And then after I'm elected, that you're standing with me in Washington, representing you. My opponent gets around 75% of his campaign contributions from special interest groups. I have to ask myself, and I think you can ask yourself, who does he represent? Does he represent the people of Maine? Or does he represent the special interests in Washington? Is he truly an independent voice for Maine? Or is he a voice for special interests in party and in party leadership? Does he make the right votes for the people of Maine? Was Captain Trade the right vote for the people of Maine? No. Was Stimulus 1 the right vote for the people of Maine? No. Was the creation of the debt ceiling of $1.9 trillion the right vote for the people of Maine? No. One more. Let's see. There's so many to choose from. Was voting with his party leadership 97% of the time the right thing for the people of Maine? No. Is it time for an independent voice for Maine's 2nd District in Washington? Yes. Am I that voice? Yes. I want you to hear me loud and clear now, because Mike Mitchell will hear me loud and clear in November, but he's also going to hear you. Together we can win, but we need everybody here to work hard at it. Grab some information from my back booth. Grab remittance envelopes. Send in contributions, folks. I don't have a special interest in Washington supporting me. The only people I have supporting me is you. And that's how it should be, quite frankly. You're the only special interest that matters. And if we don't act now, I'm afraid in 10 years, 15 years, we won't have a 2nd district. Our way of life will be erased. We'll be regulated to being a national forest or a backwoods park. Well, that's not the road to prosperity. I believe that our environment and our business and economic futures are entwined. Some of the best assets we have are not only our people, but our natural resources. And together, we can use those together and make a good future for us and our children. I'm Jason Levesque. I will be your next congressman from the state of Maine. One promise to you, and it's the only promise I'll ever make. I'm going to work tirelessly to not let you down. That is what I will do. Every day and night, like I've been doing on this campaign trail since June, I'll be working to make you proud and to make sure that your children